And then in this specifical state, you function stronger, presenting without effort, as if I am such an effortless presence now, just being, and all happens within me. And whatever happens, whatever sound resonates, whatever happens, there is always a unified taste, always calm. The first days, I spent many hours focusing on stepping into this. At first it didn't work, it was just like chasing thoughts. You long chase thoughts. But to stop chasing thoughts, you need to sincerely consider that these are just phenomena that arise and vanish. That's it, and you will stop chasing thoughts. Sleepiness will be felt only at first. The urge to move will also be present initially. Then, when you finally engage, nothing difficult at all, no challenges for you to sit there for an hour, or 2, or 10 hours, however long you can just sit still. This is your natural state, nothing difficult for you. That is, you understand that you won't even feel the body. You will be completely engaged with the screen. And the state, incredible, an incredible peace, bliss, lightness, freedom. And nothing bothers you, neither desires nor the body nor what is around, nothing. You can sit as many hours as you want. I didn't understand before how they could sit like that, 8 hours or something else. And there the entire body effortlessly transforms into some sound. During disidentification, tears come. Many tears because you disidentify from your goals, dreams, loved ones, and in that very moment, you disidentify from this to find yourself, and with the body with its desires. This is the very moment, and it just flows on the way to yourself. And everything arises, and this peace remains. And from this state of presence, one can move into other experiences, deeper ones. And truly, absolutely nothing at all needs to be done in order to fully enter into the state of presence. It is precisely within, well, that is, there is no need to move, chase thoughts, chase feelings, react. You simply don't have to. Inside there's someone. This is the I, and it reacts to every single thought, to every feeling, to every sound in the space, quickly gives a description to this sound, thinks that it relates to it. This I is busy. And you just need to enter presence and see how this I reacts to every visual. But the I by itself is just a thought. This is simply a thought, with which there has been a very strong identification. And within this thought, every thought that emerges in the mind is being created by this very thought itself. Every feeling that comes to the surface, it experiences them deeply. And whole this body belongs to this thought. And everything that happens in space, it begins to describe. And that's it. This is simply, will be unseen. And when everything is unseen, you free yourself from the I. You disidentify from the I. I is just one of the endless thoughts that have arisen, and it has solidified. By the way, you look into the void, and at some point it seems like the air molecules are moving 100%. And it is better to dwell in these molecules. It really is so. It's as if you begin to see how the space, you find yourself on the verge of seeing, as you plunge so deeply into the experience that you begin to perceive how the space around you, how energy flows through the space. That is, these molecules, and this energy flows through the space. And in disidentification you will see this, especially in the light. There is something that flows through the space. Dwell in this. Focus your attention there. Like pixels, just gather into these things. Maximize your attention out of the world of forms, and stay in this unchanging. And there is peace, because the unchanging itself, it's at rest. And this unchanging is not disturbed by objects, nor sounds, nor feelings. Nothing bothers it. But the mind is racing, because it dwells in thoughts, feelings, in all of this. And all of these forms, this is the subtle plane. When you dwell in space, you see how energy, something flows, some fire flies through space. It's subtle. And here we are. This is indeed that. This is precisely the same light that has now revealed itself through these forms. And they, this rough and unrefined plane, appear to seem as if they are extraordinarily real, even more real than this constant thing that we see. Like this, but it disappears. And when you find yourself dwelling in this state of unchanging permanence, peace will truly unfold because you dwell in your true nature. It is unchanging, untouched. No sound in the world can possibly affect it at all. No thought can affect it. It is all thoughts, it is all sounds, all feelings, all people. Everything arises from it. All is in it. All arises from it and dissolves. And when a situation arises, anxiety, something comes up in your life, just step into this presence. Done. It is all that there is. The body will go where it needs to, do what it needs to. Everything will happen. Stay at peace. No, don't fuss, don't rush, raise panic, all of this. Maintain your calm. If you, at first, may be very much carried away by thoughts to the past and future, bring it out, don't lose this moment. So, if you can see these fireflies in the space around you, to be completely honest, I just don't mention them to anyone, as very few people actually see them. In this vast space, it is possible to see things clearly. You can also begin to see it gradually. And make sure to stay in it for a while. Your attention will wander through this, and it will keep you specifically in the moment, because they happen right in the moment. Here it is now, here it is, and if you're in thoughts, you're somewhere else. And here is the space, here it is now, and there are some of these invisible things in it. And in this way it flows just like the energy that surrounds us. It manifests in the most different forms. Just stay in them. If they haven't yet arisen in your mind, then spend a little time in the space around. That's it, and by being in them, it will turn you on very quickly. Because these thoughts are endless. That is, there is a mix-up, a strong mix-up with them. Someone writes, I met and saw off thoughts. But I see transparent fireflies around. Very cool. I'm looking here. This is cool. All of this. Give them a little more attention. These fireflies. Give them a little more attention. That's it in practice, just being in them. The plan will simply change. Hop and it will switch. And you will feel it right away for sure. Something will connect to you, start filling you, and it will fill everything, and everything will become one. Only warmth and peace remain. And this is inexplicable, indescribable, and that's it. Fireflies with open eyes. They are present there with their eyes closed too, but with open ones. Try every time to do all this with open eyes. With closed, it'll be further. Look here. Switches for a while, then it will return again. Do not try to hold on to the state. Even the state of calm, I mean presence without presence, is not the final realization. I'm just describing this experience with you. I am sharing with you. The final realization is nature, as I have told you. It is beyond all these experiences. And at the same time, it is these experiences. This experience just naturally manifests, occurs, disappears, then the next. Next. There could be other experiences, or none at all. It might just be standing, or maybe for insane cooking food with involvement, or maybe just anything. Nature remains, the essence of final realization, and in nature there is no one to hold on to the state. No one worries about having a certain state. And this was blissful, somehow cool, and I must hold on to it. Why did it close for me? Very often, people try to return to a certain state they once had, and become hostages of a certain state that once opened up for them. By no means. These various states are ultimately just an illusion also. Just like in the material world, no one can hold on to money for a long time. Real estate, loved ones. Physically, no one can hold on to any of this. In the spiritual world, conditionally, no one can hold on to any state. They also flow away. And already after all these states have flowed away, someone sits in samadhi like this for decades. One life after another life, until it reaches nature. The final realization is nature. Did the practice happen now? Yes, for sure. And what happened next is that you go to drink. Water? It happened. What happens, happens. It takes care of itself always. Yea. And it does not disturb anyone any time. There is no any thought inside that describes in some way, or even worries about what is happening. Why am I doing this now? What if something is taken from me now? There is no one there who can have something taken, can be added, and so on. That is, at the end, this does not remain. There is the moment itself, and it is as it is, and that's it. And just always know that. You do not realize the moment itself, but the moment itself is as it is in all its forms, whether they are on the subtle plane or whatever plane. But there is no subtle plane anymore. It is already beyond words. I explain it this way, but it's still nonsense. I don't know, honestly. There is no subtle plane, nor a gross plane at all. You will see it soon. This whole fuss ends absolutely, totally, and without ceremony, forever. There is no one who seeks, no one who practices. What remains is just what happens. That's it, and it is there. All happens. That's it, there is nothing. No one proves anything to anyone, no one seeks anything. It just happens as it happens. And that's all. And inside there is no one who is concerned about it. Why am I doing this now? Where will it lead? Such questions are not worth it, because in the very moment something is already happening. And that is what it is, the moment itself. Conditionally, when this napkin is here, there is no one asking, when will I be here, or why was I standing here? It is here, and it is this very moment. Here is the final realization. And here it is in every moment. It doesn't lose itself. It's finally realized. And what happens is what happens. The same goes for the body, completely. In